Hello everyone and welcome back to the HCW YouTube channel. My name is Rate Wrestle and we're here once again for an Indie-Stravaganza. And joining me for an Indie-Stravaganza, episode 2, DP, how are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Happy to be back for the Indie-Stravaganza. But
Yep.
how about you? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm living the dream. I'm now off work for a week so I can watch more indie wrestling, so I'll have more than the amount of shows we're going to review today.
Yes, and I wish I had more, but I don't. But we'll get into it.
We say more. We've worked out there's 16 shows we're going to be reviewing. And by reviewing, we're just giving star ratings. We watch them if you want to watch them.
Yeah. I mean, they're on IWTV for the most part, and if not that, they're probably on like.
Yeah, look, I won't be giving winners or losers in generally mine either, because you know that's the fun of you should watch the shit.
That is valid. I would have marked on mine, but I will refrain from doing that.
You're a good egg, DP. Anyway, so we're going to kick off with the British Isles. We're going with the European section. Have you got any British shows?
I do not. Again, I regret doing that. But yes, no.
What a terrible human being you are. So I've got 3 British shows, I believe. One we've we've reviewed it properly on the channel, which was Rev Pro 11th anniversary show, which video will be somewhere. No, don't worry, I'm not gonna make you edit that.
Just the thumbnail over there.
Yeah. So yeah, check out on channel for in-depth review. So 11th anniversary show. DP, do you remember your ratings for this?
Absolutely not.
Are you able to get them?
I mean, they'd be on the video. I don't mind. Wait, no, they're on my phone. No,
Wonderful, because we might as well discuss them, and I think Mounts fucking Radio's got them as well. So we might as well get what because I'm sure he watched it because it was New Japan.
I have it on my phone.
Excellent. Let me go find the show myself because for some reason it's not on here. Rev Pro Sittingbourne, Kent. Yep, that's where they're from.
That is where they're from.
Okay, so we'll go with my rating. So I had Dan Maloney versus Leon Slater, right? That good old 3 1/4 stars.
Oh, you skipped the pre-show. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't watch the pre-show. I wasn't there, DP.
Yeah, so I said 3.5.
Excellent. Dave Mounts have had 3 3/4. He loved it. Connor Mills versus Shah Samuels versus Wild Boar versus Robbie X versus Jordan Breaks versus Callum Newman. I rated 3.5.
3.25.
You're such a mark. Dave Mounts rated it 4 1/4 stars because he loved it.
Hell.
JJ Gale versus Koji Fujita. I rated 2.5 stars.
2.25.
Ooh, I loved it more than you did.
And that was, by the way, interview alumni, JJ Gale.
Yes. 3 1/4 stars by David Mounts.
Fuck's sake.
Alpha Tasmo and Shibata versus Bullet Club War Dogs, which was Finley and I believe Gabriel Kidd it was, yes.
Yeah.
I rated it 3 1/4 stars.
3 stars.
Dave Mounts, 4. Yeah, it's not great looking, is it? ZSJ versus Ricky Knight Jr. RKJ. There we go. I should have said it that way. That would have been fun, wouldn't it? I rated 3 3/4.
I rated 4.5.
Because it had Zack Sabre Jr. in it.
It was fantastic. That's why.
Dave Mounts rated it 4 1/4 stars.
I mean, more mark than he is in this match.
Yep. Subculture versus the Velocities. I rated 3 stars.
3 3/4.
Excellent. Dave Mounts 3.5. For now, back end, you're getting a bit marky. Ishii versus Luke Jacobs. This is where you know I went big. 4.5 stars.
3 3/4.
And Dave Mounts 4 3/4.
I could say 4
Nearly a 5 star. The worst fanship in the world. Alex Windsor versus Mickey James versus Hyan. It's Hyan, isn't it?
Hyan.
2.5 stars.
I give it 3 stars on the whooping side of Hardcore Country. I
hated that. It ruined the whole match. Ruined it. 2 1/4 stars by David Mounts. Oko versus 7. I rate 3 3/4.
4 1/4.
And 3.5 for Dave Mounts. And then the main event, Takagi versus Ospreay. I rated 4.5.
4 3/4.
And David Mounts rated a good old 5 stars
Of course he did.
because he fucking loves this game. But no, overall it was a very good show for Rev Pro, and it's a 11th anniversary. Check out the proper review on the channel. That was just a brief go through because I had a chance to watch it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be
What
in
everything
the,
we're
in
doing here.
the yeah, it'll be in the description of the video. That video.
Yep, and it will be on the channel anyway. If you're too lazy, well, if you're not lazy enough to find it, it'll be there. So we're gonna go with. We had two GCC, two GCW and TNT shows. Where one of them I didn't watch, and I've got all the matches on here, so I need to remember I didn't watch that because I'm confusing me. So I watched Project X and I watched GCW in Liverpool, but I didn't get a chance to see the two of them together. I may do in the future, but we won't be reviewing it on the show because it will be too far gone.
Yes.
So we'll go with Project X, which was the first night card, and I've already clicked into GCW on my rating scale, so I need to go over here. God damn it. So we kicked off with Lycos Gym versus Los Vipers, which is Arez and Litigo. I rated that 3.5 stars. I very much enjoyed that match.
Nice.
Just your typical lucha, everything, everywhere kind of match, and I enjoy them.
Yeah.
Alexis Falcon had a decent match against Masha Slamovich. I rated that 2 3/4 stars.
Mhm.
Gringa Loco, who is a big favourite of mine, versus Driller Maloney, who is a big favourite of mine. I rated that 3.25 stars.
Nice.
My match of the night, I believe, was Rina Yamashita versus Emerson Jane. Emerson Jane needs to be everywhere.
She does.
I rated it
She's insane.
4 stars. She's going to be on Impact this month. This month it'll be technically.
Yeah.
She's being announced for the Impact shows. Then Charles Crowley versus Jordan Oliver, I rated 2.5 stars. A lot of it was the shenanigan based, and Oliver got attacked prior to the match, so it wasn't a full-on match.
Yeah.
We had Team Bussy versus Scouse and Proud. I rated that 3 stars. And to round off the match, the night we had an Ultimate X match, Project X for people on the card. Robbie X versus Man Like the Reef versus Starboy Charlie versus Scotty Rourke versus Leon Slater. 4 stars.
Valid. Yeah.
It was a good card.
Yeah, it sounds like a good card. I'm not seeing it myself, as Ray said earlier. Like, it's something that I'll get around to watching, but not for the review itself.
Yeah, like we have to kind of put a limit on this. Like Rev Pro was just hitting the limit, but it's such a good card not to mention. So we move on to the GCW version of the events in Liverpool. So we had CPF, which was going to be Danny Black and Joe Lando versus The Boys, which is Jimmy Lloyd and Starboy. Right at 2.5 stars.
Nice.
Jordan Oliver versus Man Like DeReese went in at a 3.25 star matchup. Joey Janela versus Blue Cane.
Yeah.
2.5 stars. Gringo Loco versus Rez versus Latigo, I rated 3.5 stars. Rina Yamashita versus Session Moth Martina in a death match, I rated 3 stars as well. And quite surprisingly, up next we had Frushy. Have you heard of Frushy? You would have, wouldn't you? Because you watched GCW. Yeah. Love me some Dark Chick. Versus Tate Mayfairs, which was James Ellis Mulligan and Tate Mayfairs. 3 stars. Tate Mayfairs got to kick Sally Catch.
Yep. I remember you saying that you're a jealous man.
Tony Deppin versus Masha Slamovich, 2 3/4.
Yep.
Blake Christian versus Leon Slater. I've got in at a whopping 3 3/4. And then to round off the match, a death match with Big Joe and Clint Margera versus Los Messiahs, Sicko Play and Miedo Extremo. 4.25 stars because I love that kind of shit.
That is, valid. I've got nothing to say against it.
Yep, we've got nothing to say with that, and I've left my water in the other room, so fill the silence.
Oh, so yeah, while Rate's gone, I'll take this moment to point out the fact that if you enjoy our videos, if you enjoy what we put out in our content, then feel free to give us a like, a comment on the video, anything like that. So it helps us towards our goals. And plus, as well as that, if you want to post on our independent medias as well, we have beneath our names on cameras here, and above we have our other medias, so our Twitch, our Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and Twitter or X now. So yeah, just follow any of those if you feel so inclined.
feel like you did a good job there, David. Worst thing is, I paused the recording slightly at the start to go and get myself some water, and then I left the water in that fucking room. What an absolute brat. But yeah, no, that's the end of our British excursion.
Yes.
So we are now going to be going all the way over to Asia, which I'm assuming is just Japan.
For now, yeah.
Yeah, I've got no Japan shows, so it's all you.
Oh, sweet. Okay. So I did the first 2 nights of the New Japan Road to Destruction shows, which is basically it's like a set of road shows for those who don't watch New Japan. A lot of tag matches is normally highlighted by one tag match or one single match or something like that. So night 1, September 8th. So these matches here, we had Doki and Kanemaru, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, taking on Taguchi and Yo. I rated that 2 3/4 stars.
Just so you know, Dave Mounts didn't give a shit about this card. Carry on.
Yeah, he wouldn't have done. We had a 8-man tag. We had Shota Umino, Yuji Nagata, Master Wato, and Oscar Lube. He's the young lion. Taking on the trio of Strong Style, which is Minoru Suzuki, El Desperado, and Ren Narita, and tag partner Tomoaki Honma.
I've decided we're gonna change up the series. I feel like we should guess each other's star ratings as we're doing this, judging by the match. I'm gonna go with 2 3/4 for that.
I said 3 1/4.
Okay, good.
Yeah, any match of Narita, Suzuki, Umino, I'm going to enjoy it more. So
yeah, we should make this into a game. I'm liking
we
it.
We have a 6-man tag next. TMDK, Shane Haste, Mikey Nichols, and Bad Dude Tito against Bishamon, Yoshihashi, and Hiroki Goto, and Toriano.
3 stars.
Correct. 3 stars.
There you go. I know what I'm talking about.
8-man tag. We have Chaos, Kazuchika Okada, and Tomohiro Ishii, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Yuto Nakashima, who's a young lion, against a team of Ten Cozy, Satoshi Kojima, Hiroyoshi Tenzan, Tiger Mask, and Togi Makabe.
Sounds random as fuck. 2 3/4.
2.5.
Ah! Guess one right so far. I'm keeping a tally of both of us at the end of this video.
Fair enough. We had another 8-man tag. United Empire, Great O'Khan, Callum Newman, Hanare, and Jeff Cobb taking on Los Ingobernables de Japón, which was Yota Tsuji, Hiromu Takahashi, Shingo Takagi, and Tetsuya Naito.
Was that the debut of Callum Newman?
That was the debut of Callum Newman, yes.
3 1/4.
3 stars.
Bollocks.
And worth noting, if you've not seen it as well, Callum Newman did indeed have the young lion trunks.
Good for him.
We had a New Japan World TV title match. Zasawa Jr. defends against Ryohei Oiwa.
I'm going to throw a joke one out. 4.5, and let's go to an actual one. 3.5.
3 3/4. So in between. And the main event was a tag match: Evil and Show against Sanada and Taichi.
2.5.
2.
Fuck.
It's horrible.
I got 1 out of the whole show. It sounds like a horrible match.
I watched this for Oiwa and Saber, and that's the only reason why I watched it.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. That was the other reason. Good grief. Night 2.
Night 2, which was the very next night, so September 9th. We had the tag match, Taguchi and Yo against Just 5 Guys, Doki and Takuma Shinoku.
2 1/4.
2.5.
Ah!
We had an 8-man tag. We had Master Wato, Shota Umino, Tomoaki Honma, and Yuji Nagata against Strong Style, which is again Desperado, Suzuki, and Narita, and Yuto Nakashima.
2 3/4.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to go 2.5, but then I saw Suzuki, wasn't it? Everyone loves Suzuki.
Everyone loves Suzuki. So we had Chaos. So this is it's a 6-man tag. Sorry. Chaos, Hiroki Goto, Toriano, and Yoshihashi against TMDK, Bad Dude Tito, Mikey Nichols, and Shane Haste.
3.
2 3/4.
Bollocks. I'm gonna stop swearing, by the way.
It don't matter. We're like so far in there. It's fine.
God, no.
So we have a 6-man tag. the House of Torture, Evil Show, and Yujo Takahashi against Just Five Guys, Doki, Sanada, and Tai Chi.
2 1/4.
3.
You lie.
No, it
Moving
was
on.
yeah. We were a World TV title match. Zack Sabre Jr. defends against Satoshi Kojima.
3 3/4.
3 1/4.
Fuck. I was gonna go 3 1/2, so it was wrong.
Yeah, it's Kojima was just a bit slow, but yeah. We
Mighty Bread.
have a 6-man tag. Chaos, it's just Okada and Ishii and Tanahashi against Hiroshi Tenzan, Tiger Mask, and Togi Makabe. Oh, sorry, this is for
the
the
openweight,
this is the openweight title, the trios title, basically.
3 1/4.
3 3/4.
That's a good, man.
It's very good, to be fair. And then we had the highlight of the night, I have to say, because it's gonna be that anyway. Elimination 10-man tag. LIJ, which is Bushi, Hiromu, Shingo, Naito, and Tsuji, against United Empire, which is Newman, Okan, Hanare, Cobb, and Ospreay.
3 3/4.
4 1/4.
Of course. So
Probably.
twice I've had 1 and 2 shows. I get you, man. I get you. It's where you fucking 6 out of 6 me on a show.
Right. And I had one more show for Japan, which was DDT's Big Bang.
DDT's Big Bang. Yep.
So also September 9th. We kick things off with Antonio Honda, Illusion, and Masahiro Takanashi against Kazumi Sumi, Rukia, and Yuni.
What was it called? Peter Pan? No, it
No,
wasn't. God
Big
damn it.
Bang, Big Bang.
Big Bang, there we go. 2 1/2.
Yeah, 2.5.
Yeah.
Good start.
Yeah.
Good start. We had Akito and Yuki Ino. Well, I should say, if Akito won, he'd give up his role as Summer Fight Vice President. But if Akito won, the Pheromones would have to disband, and there had to be a definitive winner. So no DQs and such.
So if Keto wins, the Pheromones get to disband?
Yes. So no, if they won, they had to disband.
So I know who won this, and I like that idea, so I'm going to go with 5 stars. No, I'm going to go with 3.
2 1/4. Yeah. We had a 6-man tag. Hirashima, Kazusada Higuchi, and Soma Takao against Takeshi Masada, Yukio Naya, and Yuya Koroku.
2 3/4.
Yeah.
So it's 2 out of 3, bad boys.
So we had next a singles match for the DDT Extreme title and DDT Iron Man Heavy Metalweight title in a all humans are equal Kazuki Hirata deathmatch. So the match was Naruki Doi, who was the Iron Man Heavy Metalweight champion, and Kazuki Hirata, who was the Extreme champion.
Fucking don't know what to rate this. Good God. I'm going to go 2 3/4 again.
So I've got 2 ratings for this, and I'll explain.
Okay.
I've got 2 1/4.
Okay.
And for the gimmick, 3 1/2.
No, I didn't even improve. I was throwing an average out there. No, still fucking.
Yeah, so basically, the gimmick's high because the gimmick was literally Doi couldn't do anything that Doi could normally do. He was constrained to the limits of Hirata. To the point where he had to dress like Hirata as well, and he get buzzed every time he did something. And at one point, he even won the match with a move that he did normally that Hirata couldn't do. So he was buzzed for winning the match.
That sounds fun.
It was really fun to be fair. It's a bad match in just like match rate and stuff, but
Next.
yes. We go on to another double title match. The AJPW TV 6-man tag titles and the KOD 6-man tag titles. We have the team of Eruption, which is Hideki Okatani, Saki Akai, and Tsukio Sakaguchi, against the team of Yankee 2 Kenju, which is Asami Kadoka and Yuko Miyamoto, and Ram Kaicho.
Yankee Toucan. That's a great name. 3 1/4.
Yes, 3 1/4.
So 3 out of 5, bad boys. I know DDT, bro.
We had a time difference scramble bunkhouse current blast 6-man tag team deathmatch. You can get what kind of match it is when you see people involved in it. Atsushi Onita, Toi Kojima and Yoshitatsu against the team of Burning, Jun Akiyama and Yusuke Okada, and Sanshiro Takagi.
2 1/4.
2 3/4.
Box. I thought
This
you'd
had
hate
this had one of the barbed barbed like bats of barbed wire that
it.
exploded.
Barbed wire wrapped in barbed wire.
My brain's breaking. Okay.
You're only fucking 3 shows deep into your 10.
It's because there's a lot. It's because I've written a lot here. That's why.
There's also a lot of Japan. Yeah, fucking 25 people in a match.
It's just the names and the pronunciation as well. You have the KOD Tag Team Title match. So you have the team of Omega, which is Makoto Oishi and Yuji Hino, against Damnation TA, which is Kanon and Minoru Fujita.
2.
3 1/4.
Fucking hell. You think I'm slightly cheaping because I've got the cage match reviews on at the same time and they fucking hated it.
We have the tag match of Daisuke Sasaki and Konosuke Takashita against the 37 Kamina, which was Mao and Yuki Ueno.
3 3/4.
3.5.
I nearly went 3.5.
And the main event, which was for the KOD Openweight title match, was that the main title they have. Chris Brooks, champion, defends against Shigehiro Irie.
I nearly changed my 9 to 4, but I'm going 4 1/4.
4 1/4. It's 4.
Fuck off. Oh, because I did it the opposite way and got it wrong in the Gamina one, so I thought, cut.
So that brings then to my Japan stuff, and I believe you had no Japan stuff, right?
I had no Japan stuff. Screw Japan.
Fair enough. So that is.
I watch a lot of Japan, by the way. Don't flip it. don't.
So yeah, that brings them to the Japanese section of this.
Yeah. We will mix it up because you've got a Canadian show and I've got a South American show, and then we might as well end up in America afterwards. We'll go with my South American show first because you spoke a lot recently.
Thank you.
And it's gonna be fun if you're gonna be able to guess any of these. I'm gonna keep score for you as well. Don't worry.
I've got the. If this is the right show I think it is, I've got the observer ratings up.
Oh, okay, that's good. So I haven't got them, so I'm glad you have. So we kicked off with Stephanie Vakir, and this is going to be butchering some of these names. What about? I'm going to guess with Seuxis versus La Chicas Indomables, which is La Jurichita and Luvueva. Good God! Right, yeah. You need to guess. You need to guess.
Opening match, women's tag titles. 2 3/4.
Yes, bastard.
Yeah.
Well, this is a good start, isn't it? And what was the amount to rate?
The observer was 3 1/4.
Sad. Esfingy versus Rudigo. All right. Yeah, I'm so used to saying that.
3 1/4.
3.
Ah, fair enough.
It's how I can't do. Won't no cheating because it's all on my fucking website as well. So.
Meltzer rated it 3 3/4.
3 3/4. He fucking loved it. Atlantis Blue Panther and Octagon versus El Santanico, Fuerza Guerrero and Virus.
Virus.
Nearly did it again.
Best 2 out of 3 is this full tag match. Doesn't sound that impressive, but you like lucha stuff, so 3-star.
2.5.
Ah, shit.
It was an old man's lucha match.
Ah, fair enough. It was 2 3/4 from the observer.
Sound. Lindsay Dorado and Samurai Del Sol versus Soberano Jr. and Titan.
I'm saying, I know all 4 are young, and well, they're all young, yeah. They're all young.
That's how I judge my luchas young.
4 1/4.
3.5.
Shit.
Yeah,
Meltzer,
you know how it feels now.
Meltzer rated at 4 3/4.
Fucking loved it. Meltzer loves lucha wrestling though. Loves it. Atlantis Jr. and Mascarado Dorado and Mystico versus Kevin Knight, Rocky Romero, and TJP.
Well, Mystico is the original Sin Cara, right? So Mystico can't be that good. I'll say 3 stars.
3 1/4.
That's close enough.
Yeah, I don't know how we work.
It was 3 3/4 from the observer.
Not bad. Averno and Ultima Guerrero versus Angel Del Oro and Volvador Jr.
I'll go 3 stars.
2.25.
Nah, not that bad.
It was just really, really quick.
3.25 from the Observer.
Lies. Anyway, Volvador Jr. then versus Angel Del Oro, and I think it was a mask. No, it was a hair versus hair match, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Singles match. I'll go 4.25.
4.
Ah.
So, Dragon Rojo. Yeah.
It's 4.75 from the Observer.
Of course it was. Dragon Rojo Jr. versus Templario in the main event.
Yes, and that was Mask v Mask.
Yes.
I'll say 3.5.
4.
So. But yeah, it seems like a decent start. See, a decent show.
Did they deserve a rate any match at the end, or did they decide not to rate the last match, DP?
They did, yeah, sorry. 3/4.
Wonderful.
They write it so tiny on Cage Match. It's like, oh, here's the overall community ratings, here's the match, and here's this little blue section that says Observer.
Fuck's sake. So we are moving on to Canada. Weirdly enough, we are now in contact with this really Welsh company. Basically, the story behind this, it's DP, it's not me. Yes. DP only watched this company because he thought they were Welsh, and he saw Vaughan Vertigo on there, and then he actually enjoyed the show, and now he's actually we've somehow ended up, which I'm really happy about. Like, we're going to end up doing previews and reviews maybe for this company in Canada, which is fantastic. Like, just randomly, like, I know DP's like cringy, like, we're laughing right now, but you're just going from DP's mistake of thinking the company's Welsh to suddenly being able to help them out, help us out.
I literally assumed it was going to be like a one-off thing. It was like, oh, hey, so today's Indie's thing is going to be this company, and the company's like, oh, that's cool. How'd you find out? I tell them this and that, and then it's like, oh, that's cool. And then I thought that'd be the end of it. I thought that would be, literally like, oh, okay, that's cool. I thought that's going to be it.
Yeah, now, like, no, this isn't a bad thing, by the way. Like, they actually were really interested, and we just would never think someone would be interested in us doing shit. So until DP absolutely slews the company in these ratings now, I don't know what your ratings are. Oh, this could be make or break for this fucking channel, DP. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. So, September 9th, we had Barry Wrestling Back to School 9. So this is the 9th time they've gone back to school, I assume. I suppose where it was hosted in a community church or something like that, because you can see like the cross behind them. You see the stuff behind them on the stage. But anyway, first match of the night was interesting enough for the Barry Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. So we had Holden Albright against John Atlas, who was the champion.
So this is where I'm going in blind with some of those people because I don't know some of them. Like there's a few on the show. I'm going to go because it's a heavyweight championship, 2 3/4.
Spot on.
Excellent.
So I did a few notes here as well, like little notes. But for the next match we had Stratosphere against Jesse V, and I mentioned here that Stratosphere is pronounced Stratosphere. And Jesse V is undefeated except for one time when he lost to Josh Alexander in Barry.
Well, you're not a bad person to lose to, is it, Josh Alexander?
Yeah.
Stratosphere versus Jesse V, 2.5.
2 3/4.
There we go. You enjoyed that.
Yeah. Up next, we had Clay Wilson taking on Bobby Orlando. Bobby Orlando has got an inflatable goat, which is called Bobby Jr.
Bobby Orlando is also a great wrestler. What's wrong with you? I love Bobby Orlando. We're right, 3 stars.
It was just outlandish, and I loved it though. But
3 stars.
Yeah, 3 stars. Yeah.
Yeah, I know about Barry Wrestling.
Up next, we had the Barry Wrestling 400 North Tag Team Championships. We had Pretty Ricky and Puff, the champions, defending against Philly Marino Experience, which is Marino, Tenaglia, and Philly Collins. Philly Marino Experience enter to Studio by Phil Collins. Meanwhile, Ricky and Puff enter The Story of a Girl by 9 Days.
2.5.
Yeah, 2.5.
Oh, I know my Barry Wrestling.
What's that? 3 out of 4 now you got?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I'll
We have
work you out, JP.
we have
Unless
the
Jack Japan Jr.'s on the card, we're all fucked.
yeah. We have Barry Wrestling Women's Championship. Shiloh, the champion, against Alexia Nicole. If Alexia loses, she has to be Shiloh's maid of honor at her wedding. And if Shiloh loses, Kyle has to be bald for their wedding.
Jesus Christ. Alexis Nicole's pretty good. But you hate women. No, that's not a narrative. Three stars.
2 3/4.
Hates women. Anyway, moving on.
We have a tag match. Johnny DeLuca and Van Landen against Team of Vision, which is Rajan Husha and Vaughn Vertigo.
You love Vaughn. 3 1/4 stars.
3.
Bollocks.
We had a singles match. Gabriel Puerza, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, and Jax Williams.
2 3/4.
3 1/4.
Ooh.
And our main event was for the Barry Wrestling 3 Pistols Championship. Champion Myung Jae Lee defended against Brent Banks.
That's a good match. 3.5.
3 3/4.
Bastard.
Yeah. Overall, pretty good show.
Excellent. So if Barry Wrestling are still on board for you doing stuff with them, we will sort a preview and reviews out and get one if you want. Because I'm looking forward to watching it. We will now move into the Americas. So I've got one. Oh God, I had a fucking show in Japan. Bollocks. I got seed lining, and I forgot about that show.
Yeah.
We'll move back to Japan. We'll swim over there in a sec. For a second. I've only got one American indie. Thinking about it, so I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, yes, I've got one American indie, and then it's you for the rest of the time. And I turn back time, but we're gonna go back to Japan because I forgot this was actually a show.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got seed lining. Their 8th anniversary.
Wait a minute. Let me see if I find it on Cage Match. We get into it.
I mean, let me see if you can find it. It's going to be on Cage Match.
Yeah, but it's because I'm trying to find the spelling of it.
It's SEA with C and then D and then
SEAC.
S for Sierra, E for Echo, A for Alta,
Yeah.
D for Delta, L for Lima, I for India, N for November, N for November, N for November, Golf.
That didn't work.
What do you fucking mean? Is there not an I? There might not be an I. I think take the I out.
That also has not worked. I put something in wrong, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, what a prick.
Wait a minute, I'll do a Google search, hang on. See, man, Japanese women, okay, yeah, I spelled it wrong. That is on me. And there's an I. There is an I.
Okay, so I did get it right. Wonderful.
There is. Right.
Okay. So there was only 5 matches on the card.
What show was it?
8th anniversary.
Thank you. And there's no rating, so that was a waste of time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought I didn't. Yeah, there would never be a rating for this. Haruyo Matsumoto and you, who I've met in person. She's a really lovely lady. Versus Miyuki Takase and Ryo Mitsunami.
In my head, there's no bad performer here. 3.5.
2 3/4.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
You love this, though. You love this. We've got Lapidita versus Kekaruru Segaguchi.
In a mask versus unmasking high speed match. Let's say 3.25.
2.5.
Oh, okay.
Izuki, Aoki, Mio, Monomo, and Misa Kagura versus La Freza de El Gatiste Ego Stasis. Oh, fucking me.
Mhm.
Oscar, which is Veni for anyone that doesn't know, Makoko, and Mima Shimoda.
Let's go with 2.75.
3.5.
Fuck's sake.
You're really fucking this, aren't you? Ayami Sasamura and Riko Kaiju versus Maya Yukihihi, Yuhuhihi, and Natsu Sumiya.
3.
3.25.
Oh, that's close enough.
You're on a single one at the moment, DP.
Doing
You've had
great.
I made this game up 3 shows after I've already done 3 shows myself.
I'm doing great. It's fine.
And then the main event, Arisa Nakajima versus Sarai.
There's no way you rate it under 4 stars. 4.25.
4.5.
Ah.
Loved it. Great show.
Sounds like
And
it.
we'll move on to you. And then there's 1 show from me, and then there's 55 shows from you, I'm assuming.
So yeah, I have a few American shows. I think I've got about 6. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. So should I do 3? You do your 1, and I'll do my remaining 3.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
I've gone with Game Changer and the rest in here first, so I'm assuming it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
So it's GCW Say You Will on September 1st.
September 1st. Okay, yeah, got it.
So we start things off with a non-title 6-man scramble, which was Jimmy Lloyd, Fuego del Sol, yes, that Fuego del Sol, Jordan Oliver, one called Manders, Adam Priest, and Braden Toon.
3 stars.
Bang on.
I'm fucking good at this game that I made up on the spot. Trouble is, DP, like, there's so many GCW matches that fucking, even if you do really well at the end, there's so many of these matches.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't win anyway now.
That's fine. We had Mike Bailey against Mance Warner.
3.25.
3.5.
Bollocks.
We had Violence is Forever, Dominic Guarini and Kevin Koo against Bussy, whatever. Ali Catch and Effie.
Because there's a female in there, 2.75.
I hate you.
Is that right?
Yeah. That's not the fucking reason. No. The next match was a tag match. We had Masha Slamovich and Rina Yamashita against Los Maquizos, Ciclope and Miya Shimo.
So there's 2 women in there, and it's also deathmatchy kind of wrestling. So I'm gonna go 2.5.
3 stars.
Fucking hell.
I don't hate deathmatch wrestling.
You fucking do. Yeah, let's move on.
It's just the purely deathmatch I don't hate. But anyway. We had a singles match, Joey Janela against Lash LaRue.
2.75.
3.25.
Nice.
I believe that was Lash LaRue's first match back from a long absence, sort of thing. We had a tag match. Was it that? Yeah, it was a tag match, yes. We had Alec Price and Cole Vadrick against Bang and Matthews, which is August Matthews and Davey Bang.
2.5.
3. We had the GCW World Title match, which was between Blake Christian, the champion, defending against Francisco Akira.
3.75.
Bang on.
Oh, I love this guy.
We had Gringo Loco against Tony Deppen.
3.25.
3. We had this bizarre match, Colt Cabana and Swoggle against John Wayne Murdoch and Tony Deppen.
Fucking, it's like someone hit random. Just hit random on the controller a few times. 2.75.
2.5.
Okay.
And our main event was Nick Gage and El Hijo del Vikingo.
Of course it was. 2.75.
4 1/4.
Good God.
It was really good.
Good
Really good.
God. Like, I like both guys, but good God.
Yeah, it was really good. I don't know how to describe it.
Fair enough.
And obviously at the end of the show, you had the whole, MDK all fucking day. And yeah, pretty good up. After that, then we move on to America. We're still in America. We had Prestige Wrestling, Roseland 6. Roseland, I think, is their biggest show for Prestige. So, we get things off with Chris Sabin against Judas Icarus.
3 1/4.
3.5.
Bollock.
We had Zaya Brookside against Amira.
I can see the smile on your face. 2.5.
2.75. No, I was smiling because I was going to mention a story. Amira, I went obviously on IWTV. It shows you the match list, right?
Yeah.
So I saw Zaya Brookside, British wrestler, well, at least from Britain anyway, against Amira. I assumed British Amira. I was like, oh, that's cool. She did an American tour recently. Yeah, turns out it wasn't her. It was a different Amira. We move on. Kim Blackwood against Shun Skywalker.
3.5.
4. Very, very good. I haven't seen much of Shun or Kim Blackwood in general, but they're both really good.
Excellent.
Matt Cardona against Breeze.
3.5.
3.75.
Bollocks. If the next one's 3.5, I'm moving away from 3.5, so I'm going to get pissed.
We had a Ghouls' Realm match, which is just fancy time like death match sort of thing.
3.
Oh, sorry.
You didn't, I was going to say you didn't say it was in it, but I know it was in it myself.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Alan Angels and Sonico. Sorry.
3.
4.25.
Fucking hell, you love this fucking show. Loved it.
We had a triple threat tag match. So we had the creature double feature, which is Randy Myers and Drexel. We had the All City Assault Brigade, Ethan HD and Chris Brady, and the Guardians of the Squared Circle, Jaden and Kid Bandit.
3.
3.25. Bit nerdy of me actually, but Guardians of the Squared Circle entered to the Teen Titans theme. I don't know if you've seen Teen Titans or not, but cartoon basically like Robin, like in his earlier days.
Yeah, no, I know what they are, but yeah.
Oh, fine, yeah. But yeah, I got goosebumps hearing that thing because I haven't heard that in so long.
Good God. Next.
On to a singles match. Ray Horace against Ray Phoenix.
3 3/4.
Yep.
Yeah, fucking AEW Mark.
And then the main event was a Prestige Wrestling Tag Team Championships TLC match. We had the champions. Let me get to the match, Jesus. We had the Midnight Heat, Eddie Pearl and Vicky Gibson, the champions, taking on the team of C4, Cody Chun and Guillermo Rosas.
4 1/4.
3.5.
Fair enough.
So we moved on to America, where we had Wrestling Revolver Redacted Forever.
Good God.
Fun, right? So we kick things off with Mike Bailey and Shun Skywalker.
They just wrestled. No, they didn't. Kevin Blackwood. 4.
Yep.
Yes.
We had then Jessica, I believe Jessica Havoc is another name for her, and Marina Shafir.
Yes. 2 1/4.
3.25.
Fucking hell. Well, you're trying to lift the gimmick now, aren't you? Women! I can't say they're good now.
we had a 4-corner mayhem match. Zachary Wentz, Alan Angels, Crash Jackson, and Masha Slamovich.
3 1/4.
3. Did help early in the match. Crash Jackson broke his arm.
Nah, okay.
So, thoughts go out to him, but yeah.
Bad crush.
Yeah.
See what I did. Anyway, move on.
We have an Extreme Rules match. Damian Chambers against Tommy Dreamer.
2.5.
2.75.
Yeah.
Then we have a triple threat match. We have Breeze, Matthew Palmer, and one of my favourite names in wrestling, Dan the Dad.
Kind of match you'd like as well. 3.25 stars.
3.
Uh,
So to put it in reference, they all got second entrances. Palmer entered the Triple H music. Dan the Dad entered the Cena music, and he had like varying like middle-aged men all dressed in dad gear, like the same way that Cena had like all the Cena guys in WrestleMania. And Breeze came out to Goldberg. The theme was changed to Breezeberg. And then Palmer was angry and got a third entrance, and he came out doing a time warp.
Let's move on.
We had a singles match. JT Dunn with Phil Stamper against Ace Austin, who was with Gia Miller.
3.5.
3.5.
Yes.
We then had the Pro Wrestling Revolver Tag Team Championships, the 6-man tag match. I don't know how this worked. This was like a 6-man tag for standard tag titles. It was weird. But we had the second gear crew, one called Manders, Mance Warner, and Matthew Justice, the champions, taking on the TNA Originals, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, and Eric Young.
It was a short match. 3.5.
3. And then we had a match that I'm sure you'd enjoy. Pro Wrestling Revolver Championship, no ropes, barbed wire death match.
Is anyone in it?
Ah, fuck's sake, sorry. Jake Christ defended against Alex Cologne. It's because I know you're looking at it as well as why I ain't gonna say it.
3.25.
3 3/4.
Okay, you logged it more than expected. Good.
Yeah, it was alright.
What a wonderful time that was.
It was.
So DP, 5, 10, 4, 10. I'm on 14. You're on 1. But because I used 3 shows, I'm going to give you 3 points for every one you get on my final one. And it's a deathmatch tournament, so you can fucking scrape through this, you bellend. I don't know why I'm calling you better. I made this. So we're going to kick off with Dale Patricks versus Declan Grant.
I know nothing about either of these two. Opening match to a deathmatch tournament. 2 3/4.
Yes, bollocks.
Yes.
That was a terrible idea. Orin Voigt versus Akira.
Akira's really good. I don't know much about Orin Voigt though.
He's also very good.
I'll say 3.5.
3.25. Thank
Oh.
you. Otis Kogar versus Remington Raw.
I don't know about either of these two. Let's go 3 1/4.
2.5.
Ah, okay.
Matthew Justice versus Atticus Kogar.
Matthew is the kind of guy that I think you'd like. Atlas Kogar, I'm not too sure on. So I'm gonna go 3.5.
3.25.
Again.
I love Atticus Kogar, by the way. Then we had Orin Voigt versus Tommy Vendetta versus Declan Grant versus Remington Raw.
3.
2 3/4.
Uh,
Oh god, thank God for this. Dale Patricks versus Otis Kogar.
3.5.
3. Akira versus Tommy Vendetta. Vendetta.
3 3/4.
3.
Oh.
Bobby Beverly and Matt Tremont versus AJ Gray and Alex Cologne.
Big names. Guys you like. Big deathmatch guys. 3 3/4.
3.5.
Ah.
It's unassailable now, boys. And Akira versus Dale Patricks.
3.5.
4.
Ah.
Welcome. You're on 4 points, DP.
Yeah.
And then your final 3 shows, and then we go watch Dawn of the Dead.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. So we had MLW Fury Road, which is a TV special thing rather than a pay-per-view. It was hard to explain. I'm not entirely sure what it was. But we kick things off with the MLW National Openweight Championship, a Weapons of Mass Destruction match. Jacob Fatu, the champion, takes on Ricochet Page.
3.
2 3/4. Yeah, it didn't live up to the name. Anyway, we have a MLW Women's World Featherweight Championship #1 contenders match. We had Maki Ito and Becca.
3.25.
3. We had
I
a
added a Mackie tax on.
we had a Kiss My Foot match. Matt Cardona with Mr. Saint Laurent taking on Mance Warner. Sorry.
2 3/4.
3 stars. We had Tracy Williams taking on Ichiban.
3.
3.5. 3.25. Sorry. We had Kushida against Tony Deppen.
3 1/4.
3.5.
Fucking hell, you just slowly raising me.
And the main event was the MLW World Heavyweight Championship with Alex Kane with Mr. Thomas in his corner, his champion, defending against Willie Mack.
3 1/4.
4.5.
Jesus wept.
I thoroughly enjoyed that match.
You fucking cage match didn't, but you did.
It's really good. It was my first time seeing Alex Kane as well. I had no idea what was with him, and he's so good.
The suplex assassin, Alex Kane.
No idea about him before. He's really good.
Is the suplex assassin?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So, we move on to this show. OVW Hard Reset. So this is Al Snow's promotion.
Yeah, no one's heard of that promotion that's been on Netflix.
Yeah. So it kicked things off with a singles match. We had Damone Solovino against Donovan Cecil.
2.
Bang on.
Yeah, boy.
We had the OVW Kentucky Heavyweight Championship No Contendership 6-way scramble match. We had Eric Darkstorm, TW3, Jared Kripke, Star Rider, Dimes, and Ty Vance.
2.5.
2.5. 3.25.
Okay.
We had Manny Domingo with Star Rider taking on Will Austin.
2.5.
2.5. We had PJ Jones and Chalonce Royale taking on the Amazing Maria and Haley J.
Women's tax. 2 1/4.
It is 2.25, but that's not the reason why.
Women tax.
That's not the fucking thing. You're gonna fucking label me with this fucking label I don't want, but it's not true.
That's what I'm about.
We had Tony Evans against Crixus.
2.5.
2 3/4. We had next for the OVW Southern Tag Team Championships, and I had a mini panic attack because I saw the names on this match for it, and it was like,
Yeah.
that's not fucking Enzo. Don't be fucking Enzo on this fucking show, because it was WC Destroyers, Big Zo, and Knowles Garvin, the champions, taking on the Overmen, which is Joe Mack and Luke Curtis.
Oh, that was the end. 2 3/4.
3 stars. You got to add on points because it wasn't Enzo. So.
Okay. Nah. Well, I know what I'm doing for the next match.
6-man tag. We had Freya the Slayer, which is a great name, by the way. Harley Jane and Riley Matthews taking on the Holy Trinity. Jada Stone, Layla Gray, and Tiffany Neves.
Women. 2 3/4.
2 stars.
Oh, the tax. Oh, God, he hates them. He hates them all.
OVW Rush Championship blindfold match. Cal Hero, the champion, takes on Adam Revolver.
You'd love this kind of match. 2 3/4.
3 stars. A non-title match. We had EC3 against Jesse Goddard.
Trouble. 3 stars.
When that thing.
3 stars.
1 3/4.
1 3/4. You fucking hated it.
It was horrible. It reminded me of why I don't watch NWA. Like it wasn't NWA. It reminded me of why I don't watch NWA. And then the main event was the OVW Heavyweight Championship Fatal 4-Way. Jack Vaughn, champion, defends against Cash Flow, Mahabali Shira, and Tony Gunn. No relation to Dylan Guns.
2.5.
3 stars.
Ah, you enjoyed it. Cool.
Yeah, no. And that was the end of that show.
Trouble.
Wasn't that theme? But then we move on to the final America show that I have here, which is for September 10th. I would have more. I just didn't have time. This is GCW Crushed Up. So we had Alec Price and Cole Radrick against Bussy, Addy Catch and Effie against Los Maquizos, Ciclope Mido Extremo, and Wasted Youth, which is Dylan McKay and Marcus Mathers.
However, sounds like it's going to be really good, or it's going to be a fucking shit ton of random shit happening. 3 1/4.
3.
Nah, I forgot Bussy was Ali Catch was in at the tax.
Charles Mason and Richard Holiday.
2 3/4.
Yes. Killer Kelly and Maki Ito.
The tax is there, but Maki Ito's there. 3.
Yes. Bang & Matthews, August Matthews and Dave Bang against the East West Express, John Oliver and Nick Wayne.
3 1/2.
Yep.
Alright, cooking on gas, boys.
Joey Janela and Alex Coughlin.
3.
3 1/4. We had Grim Reaper against Bobby Flarco.
2.
2.
Cooking on gas, boys.
Jacob Fatu against Matt Warner.
3 1/4.
Yes.
It's cooking on gas, boys.
We had a 6-man tag. So we had Akira, Jimmy Lloyd, and Matt Islamovich against Blake Christian and Deathmatch Royalty, Matt Cardona and Steph Delanda.
So it would be a 3 1/2, but there's 2 women in it, so we have 3.
Yes. That's not the right reasoning, but it's fucking working. And the main event was a non-title match. Mike Bailey against Rina Yamashita.
4 1/4.
4.
Alex.
And that was
Any of the final scores?
Not really. I know I had 4, and you probably had like 30.
So we're down in 4, DP, and I had 23.
Yep. Also consider that you had more shows than I did too, so.
Yeah, well, I gave you a fucking triple thing at the end. I'm going there. You could have easily ended up with 15 if you got a couple of right. I feel like that was a funner way of doing this.
That's absolutely a fun way of doing
Because
this.
it might be, in the end, people just watching us saying numbers. So people can play along and comment down below on what they fucking predicted and what they thought we predicted. And if they beat 24.
And don't cheat.
Yeah, and also you're not allowed to count anything prior to me deciding the game because I wasn't fucking doing it at that point.
But yeah, I believe that brings an end.
Oh, I forgot I hosted this, and I forgot I was hosting. So everyone, DP already announced halfway through because I went to get my drink that we should like and subscribe and trending and Barry wrestling and women. So
what a fun outro.
When's it like National Women's Day? Have we ruined this?
That's what happened, isn't it?
If it's not happened, I mean, it was probably more of a rib for you. Yeah, Friday 8th of March, cool. Okay. But yeah, like and subscribe. Twitter's everywhere. It's trending. Threads, YouTubes, Instas, Twitches. I'm doing a FIFA series. I've been on 6 days in a row. 6 days in a row.
How's that going?
Yeah, it's going alright, to be fair. Like the day 3, 4, and 5. No, day 3 and 4, I was fucking raging for most of it. But we're alright now.
So go check that out on our Twitch.
Yeah, and it's going to be on the channel either Monday or Wednesday or Thursday.
Or something like that.
Yeah, because we need to figure out when this video's out. So, but yeah, let's end it.
Let's end it.
Fuck him. Oh yeah!